Hello, welcome all. Welcome Death Legend covers. And yeah, that was a remix of Judas Kiss from Touhou 5 on YouTube by PC-98, which only has like a little over 7,000 views, even though that was great. Lucas Guy asked a good question. Wonder why anime character design changed so much from then and now. I wouldn't say like Zoon's designs are very typical, no matter the time. Colors were generally darker and there was more emphasis on textures. That is true. And there was like this sort of like white brightness from like watercolor like shading that was very common in anime. I think it's just trends. Like different stuff is more usual in different times. Like I would say that's the most of it. But secondly, like people probably started using more digital tools. And I would say Zoon's art from these PC-98 games looks like hand-painted. Like hand-drawn and then watercolored. Which of course produces a different result from a digital artwork. Even though you can try to replicate it. My cousin, who was the first person who got into like Japanese media that I know of, like she introduced me to manga and anime for a large part. When she tried to replicate in the 90s, like we were like 10 years old back then, actually lesser, I was 10 in year 2000. Like she tried to do it with watercolors. So I guess that must have been like the prominent style to do it yourself back then too. Eye shape, I would say, is like mostly trends. And like if you look at some 90s anime, like Slayers, for example, they have very like extreme eye shapes and even like strange face shapes with like pointy cheeks and chin that you can only see from stuff from that time. Like she was fantastic at drawing back then, and she is even now. I haven't been in contact with her for a long time, but I think she works as an animator in England nowadays. So it really became her like life work. Yeah, I think one reason why I tried to get in drawing was like inspired by her. But as you may have seen from my ending drawings, I didn't get very far in that project. My interest went elsewhere. Actually, maybe my problem is that I can't hold an interest in one thing for very long. So I can do many things all right, but nothing super well. I'm a generalist instead of focusing on one thing. Anyway, that's just extra yapping tonight. It's Touhou. I'm gonna continue my last retro suffering challenge, which is playing Touhou project games for PC-98. Touhou 1 to 5. Tonight, I'm gonna play them in reverse order. So if you just saw the start of stream last time, like now you would see the last games I played, and vice versa. That's why I'm doing the reverse order. And the game's controls, I'm gonna play 5, 4, and 2, like the shmup games tonight. They are very similar, so I don't think I'm gonna get confused between the games, despite playing them in this order. For some video game series, playing the games in reverse order would be very confusing. Druaka art and Ohio Supanku style. I don't know what Ohio Supanku is. But yeah, as all sort of like mainstream pop art goes, it's heavily trend based. Even if you look at like comics from the United States, like mostly superhero comics come to mind in the 90s, they also had like very distinctive 90s styles that didn't really appear before or after. So it's a thing all over the world. Yeah, there's a lot of comics made in Finland too, but they are more like artsy comics instead of mainstream entertainment. Did I do this right? Hopefully. This is supposed to be Touhou 5. Let's see if it is. The thing that broke the trend? I would say new trends that make the old ones look old. That's overly simplified, but it's roughly how it goes. Yeah, 90s and 2000s, like in the... Like around that time, there was that like graffiti street art inspired cartoon style, both in Japan and all over the world. But those are the only places in the world, Japan and the rest. Okay, and like I promised last time, I hope this would run in the background, but it doesn't. That kind of breaks my idea. I'm still gonna do it. I promised that I'm gonna read the official story of the game from the manual. Let's see if I can make this so that I can like play the music at the same time. I think that's gonna make it a little bit more lively. Let's try it like... Just a second, please. I didn't take this into account. Here we go. So this is the backstory of Touhou 5, Mystic Square. This is very direct translated. Like, I don't think there's an attempt to make this like very natural English. I think the attempt with this translation is to make it as close to the Japanese original as possible. Which is an alright way to translate. Like, there's a time and place for it. But here we go. It's not very long. Here in the mountains of a certain eastern country. So still not calling it Gensokyo, despite the last game being named that. The Hakurei Shrine was a little bit tranquil. Just a little bit. Speaking of the Shrine Maiden of the Hakurei Shrine, Reimu Hakurei, she didn't seem like she had a lot of free time on her hands this time. For some reason, monsters were coming to the shrine, having been sent from Makai in small but constant numbers. We learned last time the plot twist in the game, why the monsters are coming to the shrine, or the eastern country. Reimu says, it's been kind of strange lately. Reimu, having sensed the oddity and needing to investigate the cause, searched for the place the monsters were coming from. As a result, she discovered that the cave said to contain the daughter Makai had appeared in the mountains behind the shrine a long time ago. Reimu says, I thought this might be the place. I won't get anywhere by beating up this small fry. I guess I'll have to dive right into Makai and teach their boss a lesson. Marisa Kirisame, who had also come to check the situation, said, Makai, huh? I guess that's okay too. Like she was planning something else, maybe a bombing. But instead she decided to go to Makai. Marisa, deciding to go to the magical Mecca of Makai for sightseeing purposes, set off immediately, keeping it a secret from Reimu. Reimu says, wait, I wonder how in the world I'm even supposed to get into Makai, sweat drop. Yeah, I heard that this old Reimu is like much more uncaring and kinda smug compared to her characterization in later games. Like, she seems a little bit kinder in those. In this old game, she's all about annihilation and destruction. But the rest of the story goes here. Around the same time, in the human world, both Mima, an evil spirit, and Yuka, a yokai, thought that beings coming from Makai into the human world was not a good thing. Mima says, they sure are audacious for the residents of Makai. The human world is mine, not theirs after all. So Mima's like an anti-hero, protecting the human world for her own needs. And Yuka says, this seems interesting. I always wanted to go to Makai. These very deep motivations here. And for reasons not easily understood, the two of them all set out to Makai separately. Yeah. So in Japanese, the story ends in like, which is like, it gives the impression that Zun made up this story like on the fly without like really thinking about it. And it might be true even. Okay, but let's start the game. And this time I promised last time, or planned more like, better not to make promises. I'm gonna adjust the volume, I'm at a little bit lower for the story time. I wanted to play as Marisa this time, who is worse at clearing up the small fry than Reimu, who is great at it. But as pointed by many people in the chat, Marisa is much better at boss fights. I think Marisa looks roughly as the later games. Like both Reimu and Marisa look like themselves to me here. unlike in the first couple of the games. But yeah, I think Maris has a little bit of different hairstyle. Doesn't she have like braids? And not like open hair like here? I don't know what word to use. And there's a charming evil spirit Mima. And by the way, Mima pretty much means like charming evil spirit as a name. And here's the yokai. They are also like colorful and cheery characters despite being beauty of everlasting darkness. Like these are happy games, even the evil spirits are like pretty nice looking. I think the next game is the one where Reemu started having black hair even inside the game. And even now, in the game's covers... Oh, she still has purple hair there. Never mind. Anyway, let's go. Let's go see why demons are coming from Makai to the overworld. Is the volume alright? And you can instantly see here that at the start, Marisa's shots like just shoot forward. That's it. They are very simple. And the manual notes, in a part I didn't read out loud yet at least, that Marisa without getting any power is kind of weak. Like you need to collect some power to get Marisa up to speed. Yeah, I like the star-shaped bullets too. But already you can see that she's shooting wider, but still I need to move quite a bit compared to Reemu. And Marisa also moves slower. And unlike last time, I now know what button to press to go into focus mode. So I can move like this slowly if I need to dodge bullets very carefully. I hope I can make use of it. But I have to say it's not the way I'm used to playing the game. Although I played these for one session, maybe I'm really not used to anything yet. The most important lesson I should try to incorporate from my last stream is that I need to use the bombs beforehand. Not after I got shot and it's already too late. Like, at the end of the stream, I pressed the bomb button every time I died, but it was unfortunately after I died, which is not when it helps anymore. And there were some Touhou experts in the chat that said that, like, foresight is the most important skill in these games. Like not just reacting to the current situation, but also, like, anticipating what happens next. And of course, like, the bullet patterns are completely mathematical. If you can sense or deduce the logic of them, it means that you have already won. And when you can't get in the rhythm of things, that's when you use the bomb. And this game, Touhou 5, gives you 3 bombs every life. So it's designed to make you use a lot of bombs. And if I don't use 3 bombs between lives, it means I've kind of failed to use my resources. Okay, we are very close to the boss, and I will look at the chat when the boss dialogue starts, because I really can't do it while playing. This is getting a little bit intense for that. Now that you know how to dodge bullets more accurately, maybe you'll get a no continue clear. The rule of these last couple of games, like Touhou 4 and 5, is that you don't get to see the last level if you have to use continues. So... Okay, thanks for listening here, Death Legend covers. So I kinda need to finish this challenge in any acceptable way. I need to clear these without using any credits. The good thing is that if I'm having trouble, I can increase the amount of lives and bombs in the settings. I think that's gonna mean that it's gonna be like a yellow clear in the retro suffering grading system. Like, I think for me to get the green clear, I need to do this with the default amounts of lives and bombs. And what is nice also is that we get a different dialogue from last time when I was playing Reemu. Like now with Marisa, the dialogue is completely different. And she says, I've always wanted to visit Makai. So I wonder, how do I get there? Didn't you just discover it? Hold it right there, criminal scum. You cannot enter Makai. It's gatekeeper of Makai, Sarah. Great timing. Huh? You look like you can tell me how to get into Makai. You're a cocky one, aren't you? Yes, she is. I wonder if we'll have to fight. Jesus while looking kinda cocky too. I wonder if we could just skip all of that and you just tell me what I want to know, she says while drawing out magic it seems. Not likely. Then I'll help myself. Their lives are just so violent. Here's the really cool background change. That is a new feature in Touhou 5. I think it's a new feature. And this is Sarah. She's a famously easy boss fight. So I really hope that this is gonna go well. Like, she seems pretty self-assured at the start. But I beat her like with no trouble last time, I think. But I'm not used to aiming at the boss. Like, while I was playing as Remu, I got used to just like holding down the fire button and focusing on dodging. But now with Marisa, I actually need to pay attention that I'm in front of the boss. But I do know that some bosses that have shields, Marisa's shots go through them, which sounds excellent. Because the shields makes the boss fights last much longer. These are in a way like fights of attrition. Attrition of concentration and focus more than anything. Oh, I got it. Lucas guy says, when playing Touhou 6, like Embodiment Scarlet Devil, one way of going about dodging patterns that helped me a lot was, if the bullet pattern is densely packed around my character, to be looking at the surroundings of my character. I read the same instruction that don't look at your character, look at the surroundings. If the bullet pattern is not demanding when it comes to fine movement, then it's probably the kind of bullet pattern that will trap you by making you move towards the situation. Yeah, like that happens especially towards the ends of the game, that the bullet patterns are supposed to... No, you didn't tell me this. I had read that like a long time ago. Like I said, I played Touhou 6 ages ago, and then I saw somebody giving that same hint. Oh, no, don't worry, you are not repeating anything. You're looking at my character, not at the character. Yeah. Like, that's the cool design. Even the first boss, Sarah, tries to make you panic with twin lasers that are like coming at you. And it looks like there's no way out. But she doesn't quite close the lasers, which is the trick of this. But Marisa says, okay, bye. Aww. Did she find the way to Makai? I think it might be this here. Border space, so now we are like in between the worlds. And it really does look like space. Somebody mentioned in the last stream that this story and game and areas are heavily inspired by Shin Megami Tensei 2. And, well, it's the only mainline Shin Megami Tensei I haven't played, so I can't really comment much on that. I wouldn't say Shin Megami Tensei is one of my favorite series, but it's a series I like quite a lot, so I played most of the games. 3 was my first. And I guess Shin Megami Tensei 3 kinda introduced me to more dungeon crawling focused RPGs. I was confused at first, like how little story there is, compared to like what I was used to, which was Final Fantasy for the most part. Okay, that was a pretty nice meat boss. One horrible thing I kept repeating last time was dodging one-ups. So I really hope I can avoid that this time. I mean, avoiding the one-ups. Somebody said that it was horrible to watch, that I just went right past them, let them drop into the void. Right now, I think Marisa is feeling pretty powerful with all these like the fast stars combined with slower missiles. And I think I'm pretty close to full power too. Which I learned, by the way, that due to some programming quirks, full power is not like the most powerful that Remu can get. Like Remu is actually most powerful in the middle of the power meter, but that's like a mistake rather than an intended feature. Yeah, like getting an eye for bullets is definitely what you need for this. But I think my weakness for many video games is that I don't really have like gameplay eye. I'm bad at anticipating what happens soon. I think the only thing I'm good at, which I said before in Retro Suffering, is that I have quite a lot of patience. So that's how I can clear games. These first couple of levels are easy. It's standard in shmups that it starts easy and that then gets like really difficult. And like Zune himself says, let's see, like his description of the normal mode is, I have the manual here, let me check. But the normal mode isn't supposed to be super hard. Can I find it? It says the same for every game, for the difficulty levels. One rule of this game is that you get an extend, like an extra life, for every 100 items. So I think instead of score, extra lives are based on like getting items. Although maybe I'm getting it wrong. But the description of normal difficulty is that slightly easier than an arcade game. Although arcade games are really difficult sometimes, so maybe slightly easier doesn't even mean that much. Hello Space Marrow, welcome. But yeah, oh, you are explaining the Remu power disparity. Due to how the game caps damage, where at Sanyan power level Remu's shots actually overlap each other less and thus kinda get around damage cap. Oh, I see. So if they hit the enemy at the same time, it means like the damage cap is hit. But hey, do you know, did I get it correctly, that for this game extra lives are like every 100 items instead of score? Okay, but Mario says heal. Alright, I think I made it. My, how unusual. Are you a human? It's a Makai person Louise. Think it even matters much outside of high level survival? Yeah, I bet. What's it to you? Oh, nothing. I just thought that this is quite unusual. Ah. You're a human, but could you perchance be a magician? If you see Marisa, how could you come to any other conclusion that she's a magician? Like, she has the hat? She's riding a broom? Yeah, like damage cap system for a game like this makes sense. Like, it prevents you from melting bosses. Like, when Cuphead came out, that's quite an old game already. But I remember the spread weapon being overpowered, because if you went really close to the boss, like all your shots just hit the boss instant and did huge damage. And that would have been prevented with the damage cap system, which I think was added to the game eventually. Not in this game is tied directly to the amount of point items, not score. Okay, Mima melts bosses. But the manual says that Marisa is best at bosses. I'll try Mima if I can't clear the game 1cc with Marisa. Oh, very interesting. You simply must give me the honor of a duel. Zune lied. People died. Man, people from Makai sure are annoying. I think they are a bit like you. Don't hold back now. I won't. We get a cool space background. And a good use case already for my newfound focusing powers. Yeah, I think that's easy to dodge while focusing. This is a big change to Sarah, who really is like a super easy first boss. Now it's not so super easy anymore. Actually, I'm feeling kind of panicking. I'm gonna use my bomb. I'm feeling panicking. That's not good English. But please forgive me that. I once said to a university friend that... Yeah, I said that to her. I said that I'm pretty good at English, right? And she like tried to hold back laughter. I don't think she agreed. Space Mario says, wouldn't be the last time he calls Mari's shot type high power only for it to be actually dog shit and damage. Oh shit. As long as the idea of what you're saying can be understood is good enough English. Yeah, that's how I try to think too. So strong. Yeah, I just died one time. I still have hope. Right? If I wasn't strong, I wouldn't come to a place like this. Although I have like 1 life left, the 1cc dream might be quite far off. But I'll do my best. Here's the famous music track. The one of double takes. Little Alice's appear. I think Alice was also like the boss fight of this level. Ah! Why did I do that? That made no sense at all. I just drove into the bullet. Okay. Maybe I'll take this as practice instead of being like a serious try to get through the game with 1cc. Like nothing was happening, and I just decided to ambulate Marisa straight into a bullet. What ambulate has been going through my mind for the whole week. I just was looking for a chance to say it. Yep, I think I get a chance to try Mima for this game tonight. I think in the manual, Zun's comment is that Yuka is like the challenging to play character, or a little bit more challenging maybe. Go. Yuka's low wide shot. So is it so that I can get to the last level if I continue? Is that how it works? Just to make sure. Like, I'm gonna give up here and try Mima if that's how it works. That I already lost my chance to continue or get to the last level. You can continue? Okay. Is it only 4 where you need to do it 1cc? Because I think even if I can't do it this time, it's good for me to practice. Patterns like this, for example. Even isn't that hard. Like, you can just go to the side and dodge it. I didn't need to go in the middle of all the bullets. But I haven't decided yet if I will go straight. The life? Oh, did I just drop a life again? I just talk about how I will not do that tonight. Interesting item. I promise you, I didn't see any item. My excuse is that I need a little bit extra focus to keep talking, because I want to keep talking while I'm streaming. That's like a self-imposed obligation. It takes a little bit of focus that I would otherwise be able to put towards noticing 1-ups, but now that's lost. Looks like these Makai folk aren't all that strong. You're gone far enough. You're overdoing it a bit. Can't you be a little less violent? No. Wow, you got some nerve. Don't try to talk big when you are not even that good at magic. Oh, this is the fight of the century when it comes to like the banter. Only Lotus Land story kicks you out early for continuing. Okay. Technically Mima in 2 is like skill issue Reimo Hakure goodbye after phase 4. I don't remember that. Maybe I remember slightly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I dodged 1-up again. I have no like side of it. Just like I missed Eclipse yesterday. Like, when I remembered, oh, it's Eclipse today, it was already, like, over. It's Witch of Death, Alice Murgatroyd. Now you know how 1-ups look? No, I don't. I didn't see it at all. So maybe one problem is that I don't know how they look. Wanna try me? I love it when Marisa, like, activates the magic. Shown with the lightning bolt, even before the fights. I won't let you get away with this. I wonder if the demon world in SMT games are is called Makai. I know Ghost and Goblins is called Makai Mura in Japanese, and it's the same Makai, meaning like the demon world. Yeah, I really love the background effects. So cool. Okay, phase over. No 1-ups here. I don't think bosses drop them. So can I shoot through the enemy shield with Marisa? It feels... Well, okay, Marisa's special at least. Or a bomb. Go through... I'm like burning through my bombs. But it's better than dying and not using them, at least. Now I don't have any left. Oh, nice, I did it! Yeah, Makai is literally just Demon World. I don't even know why it's left untranslated. I guess Demon World is just a little bit like long of a phrase compared to Makai. Maybe that's why it's preferred. But many Japanese words are very plain, even ones that are used in other languages. Like, people don't call tsunamis harbor waves, even though that's literally what tsunami means. Ah, I was about to dodge it. I was just like 1 pixel in the wrong direction. It's my full power. It went alright, not horrible. Bunch of these are just grandfather claws. Yeah, I feel the same. Struggle pretty heavily with using more than 1 bomb in Touhou 6. Yeah, I feel the same. Like, I have the same feeling that I've already used the bomb. I shouldn't use another and then I die. But I try to improve from that, from last time. Oh, she's crying. And Marisa's just smiling. Apply yourself a little more. I think we should all apply this advice to our lives. Savage. It's something that annoys me in, like, English way to write Japanese words in general. Like Gensokyo. Why wouldn't you write it with, like, the common romanization with the long vowel? But it's the same with Tokyo, like, you say Tokyo in English, but you could say Tokyo just as well, and Osaka. Without it being, like, really difficult to say to anybody, I would say. It's even stranger in Finnish, you know, my native language, that doesn't use those long vowels in Japanese, even though they are really, really common in Finnish. Unlike in English, where they aren't common. Where am I? Am I alive? I made it! That one pesky spinner that was left alive caused me quite a lot of headache. He's cool. Ah! If I had used focus, I would have been able to dodge that. Sorry, by the way, for screaming. This game just, like, makes me do it for some reason. Bomb! I don't usually raise my voice when I play video games. But, something about these games. It's also platformers. Those also make me do weird sounds. Touhou commentator? Yeah, I can't believe how you made it alive or something like that. And then I instantly die. That is how it works. Extend, nice. Oh, it was a bomb extend, not a life extend, huh? I thought extend by default would mean like extra life. Like you extend your game. And once again, I will take a look at chat when I'm at the boss dialogue. Can't really spare any attention now. It is a life extend. Oh, that's good then. I tried to use my foresight, which was saying that I was gonna get hit soon. I feel that that bomb was not a waste. It's actually pretty cool how with Marisa, you need to think so much more about like where you are in the stage compared to Remu. Like playing Remu is a bit like playing Deltarune, like you just focus on dodging and that's it. The hole. Okay, let's see. One tidbit is that the English community uses Hepburn romanization despite Zoom using it once. That's Japanophiles in general, and count me in with those. Yeah, I should use R1 more often. I instantly played better when I started using it every now and then. 100 items at stage 4 is kinda low. I'm just surprised. This isn't good. I have no idea where I should be going. Oh, Marisa's feeling the same as me. No need to worry. We'll guide you from here on. Okay, it's these two again. It's my own clone. We... Ah, there you are. So where are you going to guide me? To a place where your soul may rest in eternal peace, of course. Well, isn't that lovely? I'll catch up later, so why don't you go on ahead? Oh, but it's such a nice place. I will guide you. Mai, let's get her. Who did I kill first last time? Like, this is the part where the game diverges a bit compared to who you kill first. Holy shit. I think I'm gonna kill my clone first. Oh, they follow you. Ready for that? Nice, nice. Lasers. This is a part where playing a character that makes you move more kinda maybe even helps. Oh shit! Accidentally abused the late hitbox. I have no idea what I did, except I just died 2 times back to back. Yeah, this game definitely builds tension. 2 credits. Let's do an instant laser. Whoa, I just put myself into a trap, but they're dead. I mean, she's dead. Hey, you're not bad. is the famous song. Now that she's not dragging me down, I can finally get serious. Yeah, I can see why this is called Uragiri no Shoujo, this track, like she's a backstabber. Judas Kiss is the English name, it's a really cool way to say a backstabber. I'll leave it to you for sure. And yeah, this phase is different compared to who you kill first. Wait, are you trying to hit me? Or are you trying to not hit me? That's a little bit more threatening. Yeah, I killed the other boss first last time, so this is first time for me fighting... What the fuck is going on? Fighting my... I'm not gonna make it to the end. This is a really cool attack pattern. I love this. Like, it combines looking cool and being like nice challenge, which is what it's all about. How much more? Oh yeah, I can see the boss health, so I can know exactly how much more. Whoa! Yeah, I should have used the bomb. Did I even have any bombs? I have 0 lives and I'm last continue, so it's not looking very promising. You were all talk. Why are you so strong? I wonder where I can find someone stronger. Ah, that's my sob sound. 2 bombs left. Yeah, I got into the bomb ego mode. Like, bomb ego is a really good way to call it. As judgment, it's last stage. But yeah, a miracle would need to happen for me to clear this. But have I ever made a miracle happen on Retro Suffering? Maybe. Maybe I can do it now. Like, I wonder what is objectively the hardest challenge I've actually managed to beat. I would say maybe Castlevania 1 is the hardest game I like beat legit without any I did use continues, but without extending it to like further sessions. And probably the samurai game, that's name I don't remember right now. That was really difficult and I beat it. I just don't remember anything about it. It might have been the most annoyed I ever got. And I think that hinders my memory. Like, I was so angry at the game that I don't even remember what I was doing. And I very, very rarely get that sort of feeling. Ah! That luckily wasn't sound from me dying, it was just... I was really surprised how fast that bullet pattern was. Yeah, I've heard complaints about Twitch clips UI, which is a shame, like clips are so fun. Why wouldn't they be easier to make? Like, I'm really thankful when somebody makes clips, because it's such a fun way to remember the stream. Oh, I still have one continue. Maybe there is hope. Now I just need to be careful with using my bombs. I'm gonna use one instantly now. Arg! I'm my own worst enemy. Why am I doing this? So, you finally arrived. Who's there? I knew you would come. I saw you slowly inch nearer to the bullet and I thought there's no way all the way through. And I just kept pressing the button. I see. And what might you be here for? I don't know. Sightseeing. You've been a little too violent for me to believe that. This is just how Maris does sightseeing. I'm afraid you are going to have to leave. Oh well, I was just thinking about heading home anyway. Lady Shinki. How can you let a person like that just leave? Like that? I will not overlook the damage she has caused. Oh, if it isn't my dear Yumeko. I was actually thinking I'd take her out while her guard was down. Take her out, I mean like, take her like down, instead of taking her to a date or something. Oh, were you? Please excuse me then. But even so, there is no need for milady to dirty her hands. Kindly retire inside. And leave this to me. I suppose I'll leave it to you then. Yes, ma'am. It's Makai maid Yumeko. Excuse me, but aren't you forgetting about someone, like your opponent? I hope you're prepared yourself. Actually, I haven't. Rather, shouldn't you be more concerned about yourself? Okay, no preparations. Here we go. Oh yeah, she has the swords. Whoa, yeah. Didn't I get a game over here last time? Maybe I can actually get through her this time. Maybe not. That was pretty bad. I mean good. Why did I say bad? Couldn't do it. My last chance. Gotta use my bombs at least. And yeah, for my next try, I couldn't get past her. This is quite a difficult fight. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna add some lives for my next try. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. And especially that I couldn't do any better than that. Human failure. Use bombs to survive. Your skill 0 points. I will take the feedback in. I will absorb it. Hey, let's see. I can make this as like a reminder. I'm sure this is gonna be the deciding factor. Just a second. I'm thinking now, like, should I move on to getting a try in for Touhou 4 and return to 5 later, or like retry 5 straight after? I think streaming-wise, it would be better if I switch games. Like, you know, for variety. But I think for a chance to beat this game, it gives me a better chance if I try it like right away again, with like some memory of the bosses and such. The human failures does sound very aggressive. Yeah, I will try this again, I think. At least once more. I mean, definitely once more. No more than that. Zun overcorrected after making Laser Marisa in 4 too fucking good. I will definitely try that character in 4. But I will give this one more try. And I'm gonna try... Should I add players some bombs? You got this? Thank you so much. I'll take a look at it after this game. Actually, I'll open it here so I can open it fast next time. Did I go like between gaps of the laser? Can't almost believe that. I think what I will do is yeah, I will add lives and I will mark this as a yellow success like I said. If I need to use all my lives. And I will not add bombs because I will not even use all of these 3 bombs anyway. I'm gonna die before I have used all of them. And Mima this time. Yellow mark. I've already tried this game twice. So I think now is a high time to go to a yellow mark. It's fine. And by the way, these like green and yellow marks, I want to show you, like my system. Yeah, I do notice that the game is definitely designed to make you use your bombs, and I just can't do it for some reason. I think I did it a little bit better than last time, but not much. Mima is fast and has strong shot, although her bomb is kind of brief. Okay, I think like clearing the moment is the most important thing anyway. Mima, like me, I read what kanji was used for her name, and me means like a charming or bewitching, and ma is like the usual demonic, as in like in makai or maja, which is a really usual Japanese word, like somebody's in your way. It's a majani. Just a second. I'm gonna dig out something. Just a minute, please. I'm gonna open Adobe Photoshop, which I need for this, even though that program is... it feels like it's getting heavier every time I open it. Like, it definitely is, there's some bloat to it. And then just a second more. Can we actually show it? Here we go. Here is my retro suffering chart, which shows which games I played for this challenge. And green marks means that I completed the game without any like additional help needed, like making it easier or reading a guide or using many sessions. Yellow means that I had to do some sort of compromise to beat the game. And for this, increasing the lives amount is that. Okay, but let's get back to the game. Some memories and 2 kanjis. Like 1 kanji can hold inside like as many syllables or moras as needed. That's one part that makes Japanese a difficult language to read. Is that a single kanji can definitely mean like even 3 moras, like Japanese syllable equivalent, not quite equivalent but close to it. While in modern Chinese, 1 character almost always means like just 1 syllable, and also it almost always means the same syllable. While Japanese kanjis have like at least 2 completely different readings. So, like Japanese using Chinese characters right, it is a mistake. It's like as hard of a way to write the language as possible, but it's kind of too late to change now. When the US occupied Japan after World War II, Like, they seriously tried to make the Japanese writing stop using kanjis. But they couldn't do it. The like cultural standing of that writing system is too strong. But what had happened like during those times was that kanjis and also kana, you know, those syllable characters, were standardized by quite a lot. And even after that, there exists a phenomenon called, with a funny name, called hentai kana, which means writing kana in like uncommon forms. But of course, you can only say what is uncommon after standardization has already been done. And the Chinese answer to those characters being difficult to write is that they simplified them, which Japanese had already done to a certain degree. It's pretty much only like Taiwan and Hong Kong that nowadays use the unsimplified characters, usually called like traditional. But standard Chinese simplify the characters even more than what Japanese had done. So nowadays Chinese is pretty easy to read compared to Japanese. The problem is more like even many Chinese people can't write Chinese by hand because they are so used to writing it with a phone that uses like phonetic writing. But that's also in Japan. Like there's the term called what was it again? Wapura baka, I guess, which means like a word processor idiot. Which means that you have used so much like digital tools to write Japanese that you can't do it by hand anymore. Wait, what? I'm gonna restart. I don't want to die in the first level. I was talking too much and that took my focus. Yep, it's a single bullet that could really do some damage. Yeah, Mima looked promising, but I don't want to die in the first level. But last thing I want to say about the previous subject, which is pretty close to my heart, because I am a linguist of like East Asian studies, is that, yeah, simplified Chinese for the most part means standardized modern Chinese, like Putonghua or Chinese Mandarin, it's often called in everywhere else in the world. And then traditional Chinese, for the most part, means how it's written in Taiwan. But I think it's mostly due to political reasons why it's usually not called like Taiwanese Chinese and instead traditional Chinese. Like, it really wouldn't be far from the truth to call it Taiwanese, but that word is... it's difficult to say for politicians out loud, the word Taiwan or Taiwanese. I'm so afraid of getting hit. I think it is one of these mini Alice bullets. I see these enemies as mini Alices. Like one of these hits me. And yeah, I do feel the increased speed from Mima, which is nice. And her shots feels quite same as Marisa to me. To me, Mima feels pretty similar to play as Marisa when it comes to the small fry enemies. But just like Reemu said, it's not about the small fry. We gotta focus on the big fights. Okay, pretty close to the boss. Why do I feel so stressed out? Okay, here we go. First level. Done with no deaths this time. I'm just wise to just let enemies be. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. Mima in this game is just Marisa but stronger. That sounds good. I like that. And it's once again really cool that we get to see different dialogues. I wonder who's over there. I won't let you enter Makai. And I can get into Makai without your help anyway. Anyway, I said I won't let you enter. You're in my way. I'm no pushover. Yes, you kinda are. And then I'm gonna die when I say that. Yes, you are. You'll regret that. Did you send? Oh, cooler Daniel. No, Marisa's cool. It doesn't matter how strong she is. Like, Mima can never be as iconic as Marisa. Like, would be lies to say otherwise. I'm gonna try to keep up, not dying in the first level, because Sarah shouldn't be a problem. And just when I say that, I've started feeling like a horrifying feeling of instant karma, and that made me use my bomb. Maybe like following the flow of karma, and maybe even dharma, might be my way of actually clearing things. Okay, no laser exploits this time. Dharma's in Touhou 12. I see. So too early for that. Certain Persona 2 sense slip. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Although Persona 2 is another game I have never played. Oh, actually, I have played it and I didn't like it. Because, to me, Persona 2 was like both really easy and really, really slow. And that is the combination I hate in RPGs. I'm sure it's gonna get harder by the end, but I played it quite a bit and it was just really super easy. So that's why I lost interest. Do you regret fighting me? Wah! What a guardian. Play a penalty, 6 initial lives. Oh, I'm such a sinner. One interesting thing about language standardization, oh shit, I'm getting into the topic like this again, that killed me last time, is that in Norway, they have 2 writing systems, or like ways to write Norway, used at the same time. Like there's literary Norway, and then there's like modern Norway. Literary Norway is like a classic way to write it, but it doesn't resemble the way people speak Norway nowadays. So, like, the additional written language, it like more resembles how people actually speak Norway. And Finnish writing instead is kind of stuck into the first option. Like, written official literary Finnish doesn't resemble spoken Finnish much at all. But it's still the only thing in use. And written Finnish was developed quite a short time ago, like about 150 years ago. It's very young compared to most European languages. And what they tried back then was to combine like every dialect of Finnish into sort of like artificial Finnish that pleases everybody. And that's how written Finnish was born. But it makes it really difficult for some people learning Finnish like as a second language. That they sort of need to learn 2 different languages, like the written and the spoken one. Not very efficient. But yeah, Frankenstein's Finnish is kind of what the Finnish writing system is like. Or not writing system, like, that's the wrong word. Kanji's writing system. Written form of Finnish, let's say. I increased my lives, and then I stopped dying. What is this? But when people talk in Finnish, it sounds like they are making up the phrase that they are reading and just saying whatever they want instead of what's actually written. I would say that when you read something out loud, you tend to say it like it's written. But people like, for example, online can write a sort of something that's close to spoken Finnish, but not what YouTube does when you like auto-translate, like the stream comments, for example. That's an unexisting form of Finnish. It's YouTube AI Finnish. You must just that good at not dying? Yeah, I guess. Oh, I must be getting close. There's a native here. Oh my, who might you be? You don't look human. I'm human. Lie. I see. Oh, you want to fight? Well, I suppose so. I see. Don't hold back now. That was two unsocial people speaking. Whoa! I meant to use slow mode and not bomb. That's the drrr sound I make when I enter a hole that was made for me by the cliffside. Wonder when I can hit the boss, actually. Okay, now I'm hitting the boss. Yeah, Luis, get here. Bomb time. Pretty good, once again. I wish I hadn't done that. What's up with you? Lasers? Yeah, they can be kinda nasty. I think they could be even nastier. Like, if the lasers were put in the middle of where you dodge the red bullets, it would be horrible. But it wasn't that bad. But I think what makes Mima the better Marisa is that Mima's shot is just wider than Marisa's. And it doesn't have the slow missiles that's like at the sides of Marisa's barrage. Shooting this many shots reminds me of the newly born video game genre that some people call bullet heaven, which I just don't get at all. I have zero fun when I'm playing Vampire Survivors. One other game I didn't get that was quite popular was Ball X Pit. And I guess that's kinda similar in a way. It's like a sort of incremental arcade, modern arcade game. Yeah, those are just not to my liking. I like this sort of old school arcade game where it's just like moment to moment action all the time instead of slowly breaking apart the challenge by getting the right upgrades. I guess I have the horrible combination in taste where I like challenging games, but I'm not good at playing them. What part of Bullet Heaven don't you like? Well, it has the common thing, which like goes with every genre I don't enjoy, is that they don't really have level design. And level design is what I... One-up! I got it! I got the one-up! Level design is what I look for the most, or look forward to experience when it comes to video games. And in a game like that, where it's just like procedurally generated, or maybe even like an empty level, like seems to be the case in most Vampire Survival levels, I don't get the thing what I want. And even this game, where like there's not much level structure in the way of like obstacles, the level design comes from the rhythm of the enemies, which are carefully designed. And other thing I didn't like in Vampire Survivors is that it feels that after a certain point, if you were not lucky with power-ups, the game gets almost impossible. Like there's just a certain wave that kills you almost instantly if you don't have a good combination. And it might be that a good combination just didn't come up. Which, to me, feels like a failure of design, but maybe I'm just bad at the game. There's a duology of bullet hell spin-off of epic battle fantasy that's called Bullet Heaven. It's on Steam too. I think the next sort of shmup game I'm planning maybe to play is... what is it even called? The previous game from Voice Stranger that I already played through. I don't remember what it's called. God damn it. Zero Ranger, that's it. Yeah. That's what I'm planning to play because I like Voice Stranger and I would like to play the previous game. You might look forward to level design, but you do you look forward to it as much as you look forward to live ups? I don't know. Now I at least saw one. This game and 4 are, I think, the only official games where Zune is like, you know, maybe I should write out many lives as X number. Oh, so not as orbs as usual. Whatever they are, usually like presented as. Isn't there anyone stronger? You've gone far enough. You're the one causing all the fuss around here, aren't you? Why, such a belligerent attitude, you wanna fight? Of course I do. I wish you would quiet down a little. Most games to games just keep listing them as individual icons. I guess that's just trying to be unique. Because I would say like the number of lives is just much more common. Well, shall we start? I won't let you get away with this. Alice is in SMT5 is so cool. Like she just says, die for me, and then the enemy dies. Love it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Focusing. Ah. I tried not to use bombs. I think maybe I ran out of bombs actually. But what I was trying is to... Oh, now I started melting down. It went so good until this. Well, I have more lives, so it literally doesn't matter that much, but still a shame. It just feels so cool doing this without having to use a bomb. I guess the feeling of how good it feels to dodge a pattern fully without a bomb is also what... Okay, this Alice seems to be the wall to me when it comes to being able to play this properly. Okay. What did you even come here for? If you hate this random vomit that Alice does early on, you're in good company. It's not regular at high levels. I kinda like the random vomits. And I guess Space Madow's reaction tells that there's gonna be plenty more of those when it comes to the later games. I don't want to make it as horrible as last time, so I'm gonna try to kill the enemies before they make my life hell. Even though I guess we kinda are in hell. No, Jikoku and Makai do different places in this series. Nicely between the bullets. I get a grace bonus for that, didn't I? Buddhist hell? Yeah, Jikoku is specialist Buddhist hell, but I think in Japanese they use that word for Christian hell too. But in these games, definitely when you look at the creatures and such, it's the Buddhist hell. Like a lot of vocabulary in Japanese Christianity is loaned from, you know, pre-existing religions, which, well, it just makes sense to do so. Like when you try to spread the religion somewhere, you want to make it feel as familiar as possible. Nice. Okay, this is not very difficult, but still need some focus. Do I now have better number of items? I can't really look there. I think what's proof that this really works as an arcade game is that this is just as fun to play as the previous try. I was afraid that this is gonna get stale if I play this again like right away. No, I just wanna keep dying while wasting my extra bombs completely. I feel empty inside. I think there is a psychological advantage from having more lives available. I think it does make me less stressed than last time. Oh, I dropped my dream into the pit. Meatboss is just Louise but blue. Oh yeah. So some people just call her Blueies. That's a good name. Yeah, like a moderate randomness is, I think, what elevates a really good bullet pattern. And it adds replayability. Very next game is infamous for having random ass patterns. I'm really looking forward to playing 6 sometime soon. Worst pattern is just here's 4 books, they spawn in random positions, the pattern is awful too. Good luck. It's been 18 years since I played. Like literally half of my life ago, I played Touhou 6. And I kind of remember that still, those 4 books. The challenge with randomness is that there needs to be just the right amount of it. I think actually one game that randoms pretty well was Undertale Yellow, the Undertale fan game, which is much more random than the original. I think I'm getting tired. Maybe you should go lay down then. Welcome, guest from another world. I'll lead you to a place where you can rest for eternity. Unfortunately, that's actually where I come from. I see, is that so? What does Mai know? That means I'll be the one to lead you there. Yeah, she's the actual devil here. Yuki, stop grumbling, okay? I'll beat her for you. Mai? You look ready to go. You're getting on my nerves. Mai, let's get her. Okay. Mai is a little bit creepy. I didn't get a grasp on what was going there, so I decided to bomb. I'm just gonna use them very liberally now. Give me a chance to move before there's a laser. I won't try any laser tricks. Laser hitbox, it just doesn't activate instantly. Like there's a time when the laser appears, but it isn't thick yet. And the laser doesn't actually hurt you before it gets thick. Oh, here's the gummy worms. And then I die. Love the gummy worms though. Okay, I left the Judas alone again. Hey, you're not bad. Why don't you try a little bit harder? I will, now that the dead weight is gone. He's so evil. I'll defeat you for sure. Alright, what did she do again? Yeah, she does this, which isn't that bad. Then she does this crossing one, which I don't enjoy for some reason. Like, this freaks me out. This one is not so bad by itself. The problem is that it's not the only thing you need to focus on. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Not bad at all. This was a good gap for me to go through. Random bullshit was all over the place. I hit one of the small bullets, which is exactly what I was fearing was about to happen. Yeah, how the small bullets mix in with that is kinda excruciating. Wait, that's too many. That's illegal. You don't have license for that many bullets at once. You were just as strong as expected, which wasn't strong enough. You're too strong. Well, I'll leave the weaklings alone. Could it be you're dealing double the damage when hitting both bullets at once? I don't know how it works. But Mima's shots are quite spread out. She can skip phase 3 of the duel part if you're good at min-maxing it. Oh, but I'm not. Yeah, the laser stays there for quite a long time. We're at 6 lives only 2 stages ago. The Alice fight completely destroyed me. How mortifying. But overall, I still have a lot of lives because my continues are there. At this moment, I'm pretty sure that I can make it through, but we'll see. I have been sure and wrong before too. Many a time. Sometimes these low ones are the nastiest ones because they like stay here and more keep accumulating. Army of Alices. Okay, here I can definitely feel that Mima is more powerful than Marisa. I think it's just plainly easier compared to what this was with Marisa. Both being at full power. Enemies just die faster, and I can hit them easier with more spread out bullets. Okay, now I'm ready for this. I won't be taken aback how Like how fast that is. I shouldn't say, what up? Ah, I saw it, but I couldn't get it. And when I lost it, I was just about to say that I actually felt pretty good at the game for a little bit while I was playing that mid-boss. Can you all fuck off? Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Conversation right now in chat. In the back already? Yeah, I feel the same, I have to say. Stage 5 in this game pretty cool because it sort of does an anti-piece set piece thing. What do you mean by that? But it introduces 4 types of enemies that do various bullet patterns, and then the post-meat boss just throws everything at once. Yeah, it definitely throws everything at once. One thing of the game where Mima actually struggles at? Yeah, I had a hard time hitting the enemies in that part. So, you have finally arrived. You finally arrived. I kept saying like you have, which is not the right way to pronounce it. Who's there? I knew you would come. Okay then, what exactly is this place? This is my world. So what might you be here for? There have been an awful lot of beings from Makai in the human world lately. Since the human world is my possession, I thought perhaps I should look into it. And Saffron Yumeko? Yeah, it is. I definitely have noticed that she's pretty hard. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess we forgot to give you proper warning. Next time, we won't forget. So, just who are you? Well, I'm Lady Shinki. So wasn't she just like working with the travel agency? Or is she the actual lead and the travel agent is the one who caused the trouble? I think that's the way it goes. But it's only mentioned in Remu's route, like what is actually going on here. There's no need for you to talk to someone like that. Oh, Mima doesn't say like that, huh? Her sins against Makai are many and grave. I won't forgive her. My dear Yumeko, well, if you say you won't forgive her, then I suppose I'll leave it to you. Yes, ma'am. What's this? So it's still fine if I rampage for a bit longer? I will cleanse you of your sins. I don't know, I just might commit a few more here. Oh, that's a good response. They both enjoy it. Okay, this fight is my nightmare. Not quite my Mima, but my Muma. Ah. I get the bombs again at least. So, second phase. I had this one is kinda tough. I know this one is kinda tough because I've been here. I was getting stuck. I'm the bomb. Oof. That is horrible, that phase. I didn't see a way out of that. But for a bad joke, I know. I can't deal with this boss. This is... What the fuck? No, I just keep dying over and over. I'm just gonna use bombs next time she shoots anything at me. I think I like lost my morale. There's desperation, hopelessness. That's what won over me. With no hope left. Yeah, pretty good chain dying, huh? Okay, this seems manageable compared to the last phase. That like I could understand what's going on with that pattern. Oh no, what is this? Focus. Okay, it was just that one moment that I couldn't deal with at all. It got easier by the end. Lady Shinky, I'm sorry. I'm a bit upset at being treated like this. Once again, they go out dying. I mean, crying, not dying. I don't think they die. They are mystical beings. Okay, actual final stage. Holy War Dream Battle. I think with Mima, this is more like an unholy war. Okay, even the small fry seem quite dangerous here. Nice curtain of power-ups, not bullet curtain this time. Oh, boss already? Mulder is way to add drama to the plot. Yeah, I guess you could say that. So it was that short. Oh my, I can't believe my little Yumeko lost. Show yourself. Out of everything I've created, Yumeko was of the highest caliber. I think she was pretty high quality creation. But you were able to defeat her. Just who are you? That girl from before is something you created? Oh, pardon me. Goddess of Makai, Shinky. Okay, so she actually is the goddess. I'm the one who created Makai. I am the god of Makai. So this is kind of like the end of an arc for Touhou, maybe. Fighting like a major detail like this. First goddess of many. Yeah, I guess there really are several. You see, Yumeko wasn't a golem or anything. She was just a normal inhabitant of Makai. I see. However, I'm the god of the human world. Lie. Okay, fake it till you make it. Anyway, there are too many inhabitants from Makai coming from the human to the human world. Shinky has more in common with Christianity due to SMT inspiration. Yeah, I guess she is kind of like the Yahweh stand-in here when you think of SMT. She's nicer than Yahweh. Who's kind of an asshole. When do you fight the goddess of war? Surely some came. I see. Well, if you can defeat me, I'll do something about it. I see. If that's how it is, then shall we start? I hope you will find this enjoyable, if even a bit. There's two power-hungry despots fighting here, I guess. I don't know if it will be any fun for you, though. You have some nerve. Let's begin. Legendary illusion, infinite being. Oh god! Oh, we're getting like almost like a 3D background for this. Okay, nothing unmanageable so far. Oh, a little bit of adjustment there. Fine. Okay, first face down, goes down with a lot of bullets. You gotta dodge pretty fast out from this barrage into dodging this. Oh, now the background's going crazy. Oh, now she got wings. That's always a bad thing when it comes to video game last bosses, when they bring out the wings. Okay, that's my first death. I think I did pretty good for it to take that long for me to die. I was just starting to feel smug about it. And you got your answer. These gummy worms they're kind of horrible, actually. I thought they were lovely, but no, they're actually pretty bad. The start of this fight just is not that difficult. But it may be changing now. Yeah, there's a very small space to go through there. And the psychological effect of having the orbs follow you while that is happening. But it's kind of bugged. I haven't seen anything so far. It's just my skills that are bugged like usual. What is going on? I can't read that. There's too much going on. Actually, no. When you open your third eye, you can see that there's actually not that much going on at the same time. I'm still gonna use my bombs here, though. Horrible noise, I'm sorry. I just don't want to risk it, like, having to use... I don't remember if I have any continues left. I think I still have one, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, now we got something more reasonable again. With the microphone. I guess I used the same part of my throat that you would use to vomit, so... There we go. Many bombs used, many lives lost, but I did it. 2 continues used. Not a clean victory, but victory nonetheless. Very cool patterns. I see that you can learn the middle pattern one, which I had a lot of problems with. But I couldn't learn it yet. I would need more practice. Are those houses getting claimed? I couldn't pay any attention to the background at the end. Really intense fight and really fun. You were planning to defeat me with that amount of power? Oh, they were burning houses. That is kind of creepy. Wait, it is... You still have a long way to go. Don't come again. Is this because I used continues? I'm getting the bad end? I think that's what's going on. After that... Oh, here's the bird again. Yeah, it's like the other games. Like, you sort of complete the game, but you get the bad ending. Mostly human failure. Yeah, I have that on the screen all the time now, so... I lost. Looks like even I have a long way to go. This is how I completed 2, isn't it? That I just got the bad ending. Well, my opponent was a god, right? Yeah, that's a good excuse. Well, whatever. Is that really okay? Oh no, I'll just go pick on Remu or something. Oh, that's a good change of priorities. What did you come to do this time? Says Remu. Well, I was bored and figured I could pass the time by wrecking your shrine. So she wants to control the human world, but what she ends up actually doing is just, like, heckling Remu. The heck? What are you talking about in the middle of the night? Get lost already. I told you I'm bored. What the heck? Until Shinki was defeated, Mima would not be satisfied. Or so it should be. Try to clear the game without using continues. I think I just got the second part of the background. Just a second. Well, now, I don't know if this was even a yellow success. Maybe it's just red, that I just couldn't clear the game properly. I'll think about it. I won't decide that tonight. Here's the Has Remus on me orb? Pretty cool animation. Staff. Oh, I wonder who's in the staff this time. I think there should be like a space after the comma. This is really like a retro game outro. Although this game came out in '98, so we are really not that far from like Sega Mega Drive days. This is like this is a PS1 like era at this point. Yeah, it's Tokyo Denki Daigaku, which is like Tokyo Electrical University, where amusement makers were doing their stuff. And you for sucking. 1998, yeah, that's when this game came out. Unable to assess, try to 1cc. Oldest known derivative of work of Touhou is a MIDI arrangement of this game's final boss theme, dating back to roughly February 2000 or so. So I guess that's when Touhou like started catching on with people. Which is a pretty big improvement from the first game selling 30 copies. Not really. Okay, when did Touhou get popular? I'm guessing not on the first comic yet. Maybe like word of mouth from that. My finest moment was stage 4. Somewhere between release of 6 and 7, so like in 2002 or 03. Okay, so I guess 2000 was still like making a remix of an obscure game. But most dodging games are obscure, and it's a kind of a miracle that Touhou managed to break out of that. Okay, now it's time for Touhou 4. And I'm gonna try to use Marisa's laser mode, because I've heard that's a pretty good one. But I will start with reading Touhou 4 story. Actually, I will start with starting up the system here. So Touhou 4 Lotus Land story. Some people were making music arrangements back before it really blew up, but that was more like an exception than anything. I see. I think like Touhou music is good enough that even if you play like an unknown game and hear the music, it will inspire you. This is the only one where you can actually like read stuff like Microsoft here at the start. So, I will read the story of Touhou 4. What is going on behind the scenes? I like all of these introductions. I actually think the old Zune logo is also cool. And not the exploding one. So, just a second please. Let's see here. Touhou 4. And script. Okay, background story of Lotus Land story. Let's play the music while this is going on. Hakurei Shrine, located somewhere in the mountains of a certain country in the east, was at peace. The shrine maiden of the Hakurei Shrine, Reimu Hakurei, was also free. Like Hima, probably, in Japanese. Reimu says, there's nothing interesting to do. Oh, she's just like a Link at the start of CDI Zelda. So boring around here. As she said that, large number of monsters and such poured out towards the shrine all of a sudden. She got what she deserved. Did she deserve it? Reimu says, what is this? Reemu was suddenly burdened with the task of exterminating evil spirits. Reemu says, if I leave it like this, the shrine will get destroyed again. It can't be helped. Oh, here's the classic, it can't be helped. I'll find the reason behind this and root it out. For some reason or another, you can't make fun of the Shrine Maiden's reasons. Reemu suspected that the lake within the mountains behind the shrine was strange and headed there quickly. Either way, I think that the shrine would be destroyed even if she stayed there. I think there's like Zun's addition that there's like it really can't be helped. Reemu says, as I thought, this place is strange. There are lots of evil spirits here. I'm nervous to start what haven't done in a long time. What I haven't done, I guess it should be. Evil spirit extermination. At the same time, Marisa says, what is this powerful magic? The powerful magician, Marisa Kirisame, was certainly attracted by magic of this magnitude. She decided to make it her own and headed toward the source. Marisa says, how lucky I am, where could all this magic be coming from? Marisa headed towards the lake, unknown to Reemu. However, just like that, these two went to the lake on different reasons. I want to check the Japanese script. Does this end like again, like the previous one? Yeah, it does. Like, all of these stories end on a really unsure note about the storytelling, I guess. And by the way, Marisa's name, Kirisame, means like a certain type of rain. And there's I think there's over 150 words for different kinds of rain in Japanese. And well Kirisame is one of them. I don't remember exactly what kind of rain it is. But it's like a very light sort of rain. Oh, it was a Murasame something, the samurai game I played, and Murasame is also like a certain type of rain. Yeah, I don't think Zun is the type of person who cares about changing the UI just because. Yeah, I would say that Maris has like a pretty normal sounding, but like a nice sounding name. No, Kirisame is not a normal name. It is a bit of a fantasy name, but it doesn't mean anything magic related. So, will I raise the lives instantly? Some stage backgrounds in Windows games are in a really weird area anyway, since they often use stock images. Yeah, I heard. We are already in yellow territory, so I think what I will do is that I will try to 1cc this. But how I'm gonna do it is with 1 life. No. With 6 lives and... oh, just 2 bombs. I mentioned it last time that Reemu is written with traditional character originally, but it was changed to like simplified Japanese character later on. Like when you want to be really fancy in Japanese, you can use traditional Chinese characters, but it's mostly used for fantasy names and stuff like this. Lord story defaults to 2 bombs, but it shows you with way more resources. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try the 1cc. I probably won't be able to do it, but I will try with, I've heard, pretty famously powerful Marisa. With Illusion Laser. I think this is the one. You'd always max life, 1 life and max bombs? No, I wouldn't be. Relatively recent English fan game that pokes fun at this, where a certain PC-98 character comes back and is like, what the hell are you talking about? This sounds the same. Yeah, you wouldn't hear it in writing. There are many Japanese words that are like said the same, but are written differently. Like there's many Japanese words that you can't tell apart, even if you don't see the writing, but it's usually clear from the context. And in Remu's case, it is kind of like the same character, but a different version of the same character. So it's even less of a difference. Anyway, here we go. The expert writes a slightly different diacritic of the I in Remu. I would say that is just to show in English that it's different, instead of it being anything for the pronunciation or something. But something like spelling out words in kana over kanji in Japanese, that can contain jokes in Japanese games. And it's pretty hard to find somewhere to put that in English translation. The most usual options I've seen is just drop the joke, or just write a different word on top of the word, which is not really done in English usually, but it sort of references the way to write it in Japanese. Oh, now I can see Marisa's lasers already. These are definitely more powerful seeming than the missiles in the following game. Yeah, like kanjis are mostly on the context. And native Japanese speakers, or maybe I should say readers, tend to see kanji pretty differently from people who learn them later in life. Like in Japanese lessons, it's very typical to learn kanjis that people tend to mix together often. But it's from a very native speaker perspective, and I don't think it's very useful for like Japanese, like secondary language learners. Because when you learn Japanese, like as an adult, you tend to pay like close attention to little difference in kanji. And that sort of things don't blend together so easily as they might for native speakers. Yeah, I would love the constant laser, and it's already like an almost constant laser. Yeah, there's some fonts and some resolutions where kanji become almost impossible to read. Give you an idea how generous this game is. At default resources, you can hit 10 extra lives. That's good. I like that. Oh, what is this? I can't go any further. Oh, is it is this? She becomes a character in the next game, right? Like playable character. Whoever this was. Is this the same yokai? Where are you planning on going in the middle of the night? Flying around and all? Just a little bit of work. Hey now, that can't be it. Yeah. I mean, next game, like, isn't she the same character as in 5? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, she is, right? No, orange? No, it isn't. It's not the same character at all. And actually, didn't the character have green hair? I'm tripping. Don't mind me. Forget what I said, please. I guess what tripped me up is that they are both yokai, and that's it. It is, so move. You're in the way. Oh, really? Sorry, but I can't let you pass on a night like this. I'll say it again. You're in the way. Would you move? If you want to pass, then you must defeat me first. Well then, I'll help myself. Eek! Okay, so what should you do again? Oh, we already have background changes here. So they weren't a new feature in 5. I forgot that they were here too. It feels really good drilling through the enemy with Marisa's laser. Alright. Just as Sarah, this really isn't a very difficult fight at all. He's a stage 1 boss in the series, I can believe that. Like, she seems to not even try to hit you for the most part. So long, you're just the first stage boss after all. That was so humiliating. Alright, on to the next thing. It would be horrible to realize. Imagine learning that you're just the first stage boss. Like you thought you were the main character of your life, but no, you were somebody else's tutorial. Yep, let's see how this goes. So far, Marisa seems really powerful in this. I will try to focus on collecting the points, so I can actually get some extra lives. Getting the UMS would be also important for that. I don't think I'm doing a good job at it, but I'm still trying. Whole like swarms of enemies just die almost instantly. As always, going back to the start of a previous game, after being at the end of the other game, feels like you just made your life much easier. But this is definitely gonna get harder by the end. I think that still, out of all of these, the second stage of Touhou 2 is the most beautiful visually. Like the dark swamp. I don't think anything has quite passed the impression that left on me. But of course, I like the dark backgrounds more than the bright ones, because it's just easy to see the bullets when you're against the dark background. Okay. Boss time is closing in. I didn't even press the button anymore, and Marisa was still like shooting. Might be why Zoom never made Marisa lasers this strong. Yeah, they probably are too strong in this, but I'm just gonna use that to my advantage. Only problem is that some stage waves really like to throw enemies that try to crash into you. Yeah, once again, like her spread is very thin. Will you get to Touhou 2 this stream? I didn't plan originally when I started the stream to use that much time on 5, so I might have to leave 2 out this time. Not to make this too late. Like when I used to make those streams that I played until like 6 in the morning, I kinda like dropped out of society for a bit. I was sleeping when everybody was doing anything else. So that's why I haven't tried to do super strong streams anymore. So I try to take some care of my time when I go to sleep. I still live like... I don't know what word to use. I don't sleep at normal times, but it's much more manageable compared to then, like a couple of years ago. When are you going back to making streams for us who are also out of society? If I got paid for this, which, like I said many times, is definitely not even in the cards, like not something I'm aiming for, then I wouldn't mind. But like I say, also every time, I wouldn't enjoy this as much if I had to do this as a job. So I likely don't have to do that. Yeah, I remember my English ability completely deteriorating by the 6-hour mark. It actually felt kind of horrible. And I was also like drinking coffee the whole time, which made sleeping after it even more difficult. Anyway, back to Marisa. You're in the way, little bird. But yeah, the usual way to say in the way is maja in Japanese, which uses the same like kanji for demon or magic or evil as something like makai or akuma. That reminds me, one short little anecdote more, is that my Japanese teacher at one lecture, I don't know how she got into this subject, but said that it's so horrible that there's people in Japan, or there has been people that have tried to name their child Akuma. Like why would somebody name their child Demon? Like, how evil are those parents? And I had to hold back into saying like, but that's kind of exactly like what my given name is. Although my parents didn't speak Japanese, so they couldn't guess that. Just get out of the way. I'm in a hurry. No can do. Now that I take a closer look, didn't I just see you? I actually thought this might have been Marisa when I saw this character the first time. I really was a noob to the series. That's right, I'm the gatekeeper of the lake, Kurumi. She's even a vampire. Nice to meet you. I thought you were just a small fry. She's a blonde, is that Marisa? That's me. Writers got so lazy when making you name Aku while also making you learn Japanese. Yeah, it's my plot arc that I came to the horrible realization what my name means. And many times when I've spoken with like Japanese exchange students, they like do like a sort of retake or ask if they heard my name correctly. I bet they can't believe that that's somebody's name. Anyway, I'll show no mercy to anyone who tries to pass through, whether they are a magician or not. Yeah. I'm gonna drill you with my lasers. Oh. Well, the comment I've gotten for my name from Finnish people is that, oh, I thought that was only like a dog's name. And it is a pretty common dog's name in Finnish. Yep, Marisa is strong. Really weak, and you aren't even human. How frustrating. Will I be able to do this? Is there hope? Is there hope that I can do this with 1 CC, get a good ending? I would love that. You should delete yourself now. Yeah, and that's what happened. Here we go. For some reason, I can't remember how Touhou 4 went to me last time. I got the bad ending right. Anybody remember? Because I don't. Or did I get the game over much earlier? That might have been the case also. Ah! Extend! Good bomb. Yeah, it came from panic, but it came from the panic like before dying, which is a huge improvement to my past performance. Yeah, the curvy pattern took me by surprise. I definitely got further than this because I heard Bad Apple. I think I died in the Bad Apple stage previously. Yeah, I didn't get to the boss of that. Who is... Fuck. I don't know. Sometimes I should just stop talking. Actually, even worse is looking at the chat. But when I don't look at the chat, it's a bit like my nightmares about streaming. When I like fell asleep during the stream, and then there's like lots of chat messages that I missed because of that. What I'm trying to say is that it feels bad that I see a chat message appearing and then I don't read it, and then I glance at the chat, and then I die. A good post from Marisa here. I wonder where the entrance is. Oh my, humans are not allowed to come inside. Who's there? Let the fame get to his head, he doesn't even care about what we have to say anymore. Yeah, I only read when you donate something. And then I will also add that, why didn't you donate more than that? Me? I'm the guardian here. Ellie. Gatekeeper Mugenkan. Ellie. Yeah, I remember Mugenkan. Ellie's opener is just a waiting game. Okay, I'll try to not to panic. That pattern would become more common in Windows. I'll try to reserve some time to play the Windows Touhou, like during the summer still. Because, like I said last time, I thought these games would get really good only when we get to the Windows games. But no, they are really good already. And I just want to see more. I want to see more rather than get better at these games, is to put it truthfully. And hopefully I'll get better while I'm doing it. Perfect timing, where's the entrance? I said I'm the guardian here. Goodness, first it's the Shrine Maiden and now you. I had enough of you humans. Didn't in Remu's scenario Marisa enter first? I think that's how it went. Shrine Maiden, that's gonna be Remu. And I'm betting you lost to that Shrine Maiden. No way, there's no way I'd lose to a mere human. Would be pretty crazy if you could only move to the next Touhou game if you know continue clear the one you're in. Now that you put it that way, I think that sounds like a pretty good concept for streams. Maybe I'll do it for Windows, we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. I see, is that so? I couldn't help it, It's been a while since the last time I fought. Anyway, I won't lose to you. I'm serious this time. Alright. Okay, bouncing. Oh, it's the tile thing. This is... Am I hitting the boss? Am I doing damage? No, I'm not doing damage. It is like introduction to the fight more than the actual fight yet. So that's what was meant by waiting game. There's not enough space between those. Luckily you don't have to go... Wait, what hit me? I thought I was between the bullets. I didn't see what hit me. What a shame. Oh, it must have been the scythe. I didn't notice that she threw the scythe at the same time as the bullets. So that's probably what got me. There's even a sound effect when she throws the scythe, so there's no excuse. He's there? I'm not sure, but... It's very large. So I just missed it for some reason. There we go, not bad. Would make it no continue clear giga hype. Yeah, I know. Too demanding? Yeah, that's the... Like I said, I would like to show new things instead of the same thing over and over. Oh, you're playing it that way. It does sound a good way to play it. Like, if I played only by myself, I would consider it more. But, for streams, I try to put the watchability value higher than that. Space Motto says, I'm pretty sure this character is another kind of SMT ripoff. Red Claw the Scythe wield. How SMT depicts Angkor. This figure in various folklores like Breton and Welsh. I don't remember right now what Angkor looks like. In SMT. I want to check. SMT Angkor. Have I played any game where that demon appears? And any mythological or even historical being in SMT is called demon. Doesn't look familiar to me. Maybe I haven't played any game where this appears. Yeah, it appears in spin-off games instead of the main line. Early Persona, fucking Demi Kids. Those are popular games too, especially in Japan. I hope there's gonna be an SMT6 in addition to Persona 6. I like Persona, but I like SMT more, because usually, like, SMT fight design is better, and you don't have to spend 5 hours talking to people in between dungeons. So that's why I prefer SMT to some degree. I lost again! Time to tell Remu. I'm not letting her get there first. She's still lasering. Stage 4. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is like the dark entrance to the mansion. Well, one thing I wanted to mention during the previous... Maybe I shouldn't mention that, never mind. I'm never gonna talk about it. That's gonna make me die, and isn't that interesting? Ah! What got me? I'm burning through my lives here in the fucking corridor against a small fry. Something made me lose my focus, and I don't even know what. Maybe think about Demi Kids. And it's spawn on top of you, yeah, but I shouldn't have been near the borders, because I know this before. I like made the mental note that the enemies appearing there, and then I just didn't like act on it. I'm just gonna let this one pass. Well, the SMT hexagrams appear in these games often, although that is not the only place where hexagrams are used. But to me, they remind me of SMT. You know, this one is quite the bitch, this mid-boss. I think I got an extra life. Yeah, I did. Nice. Still, I lost too many. But, still promising. Extend again? Yeah, the game being kinda generous is now showing up in tangible ways. Yeah, I both one up and then extend. I don't mind how I get it, as long as it gives me another chance to get a good ending. It's a really good way to do a game like this, though, that it lets you like see all the content, lets you fight all the bosses, but still like giving you the bad ending is a very motivating incentive to try again. Like the amusing scenes are good reward. And even the bad ending is an amusing scene, so it's a nice way to do it all around. Oh, the mid boss is even better on. I mean, even worse on Lunatic. Yeah, isn't that like that makes bullets faster and adds extra bullets? So I can just imagine. I'm gonna focus on the right wing Alices here. Kind of risky, but I did it. Did it. Pitch black here. Yep, it's this fight, but from a different perspective. Marisa, why the heck are you here? Hee. Well, it has nothing to do with you. No, Marisa really wants to be faster than Remu. I think it has something to do with her. Yes, it does. Eternal Shrine bending Remu Hakure. You're planning something devious again, aren't you? I wouldn't say devious exactly. At any rate, it's dangerous here. Hurry up and go back. Sorry, no can do. At least not until I make all the magic power here mine. Meat Boss is a really dense-ass paranoid lunatic. Happiest twice, yeah. Like, I drew myself into the corner. I had no way out than bomb. So it definitely is better if you don't do that, but I can still see it being really difficult. Up for a fight, huh? Hey, let's see what Reemu does. Okay, cool symbol. Oh, they follow you! I didn't expect that. I thought they would just like stop for some reason. Hey, now I know. Oh, they go twice! What the fuck? Aren't we supposed to be friends? Oh shit, okay, this is... Oh, my run ended here. The real main character ended my run. Even Marisa dabbing in the background doesn't make this better. This is by far the most difficult boss of this game at this point. And it might be a little bit about knowledge, because if I knew that the bullets would... bullets would bounce or follow you, I would have been more ready for it. Oh, I just can't deal with any pattern when it comes to Reemu. That's yeah, it's a complete and total meltdown. Just go down. I want to keep going. Okay, that was abhorrent performance. Yeah, you just got back in time to see the dream run out. That is a good way to put it. Stage 4 boss fight in this game is often considered the peak of its difficulty curve. I think Marisa was easier than this, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I got hit by the Reemu stick really hard. And her balls also. Well, Reemu, I'll pray your soul rest in peace. Oh, she just killed her! Don't just kill me off like that. Whoops. Extend, yay. I can't enter the last stage now because I used to continue, right? Isn't that how it works? Like, this is where the game ends for me. I think I'm gonna try one more time if that is the case. In this game, yes. Yeah, I will do one more attempt. I will quit here and try again. I am sorry if this is boring, but this is how I want to do this. Use the continue so Reemu actually did die and all future Touhou games are cancelled. Human failure ending. That's what I'm getting. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna try the same setting again. There are some games where at high level getting jailed by a specific stage is common. Yeah, I can believe that. Okay, let's see if this goes any better. I was about to say earlier, with about the writing system talk, is that there was character revealed for the newest Fire Emblem recently, and I saw some discussion about it. And the character is called Honghua in the English translation, like a Chinese name. And then people noticed that in Japanese she's called Koka. So people wondered that what is this? What is his translation? Like, why was her name changed? But because Japanese and Chinese use like the same writing system for a very different languages. But when you write Koka in kanji, but read it in Chinese, like as it was Hanzi, Chinese writing, it is Honghua, so it is the same name. And even Koka sounds like a Chinese name written or read in Japanese. So I don't think there is a way to translate a name like that in a way that would make everybody happy. Rapid shot might fit my playstyle better. I really love how quickly this destroys bosses. So even if this doesn't fit my playstyle perfectly, maybe, I do want the fast boss kills. I would be able to collect more points if I was playing with more spread out shots, I think. I got the horrible feeling that I'm gonna get hit by the pre-boss bullets, and that's why I had to use my bomb. Okay, so here's Orange, who is not the main character, she's just the first level boss. There's a Touhou fan game called Mistia's Izakaya, which is like a restaurant simulator game. And it's really fun, and I think Orange visits your shop in that game. For some reason, I think I remember that. Might be a false memory. Anyway, playing this got me into the mood that I kind of want to play Mistia's Izakaya again. It's not a very difficult management game, but it's pretty fun and appealing. Mr. Izakaya has some PC-98 characters with final DLC. Well, the thing is, I don't have any DLC. So maybe I didn't see Orange after all, and I'm just talking bullshit like usual. It is a good message on Lucas Guy. If you dodge bullets with the way you are millimetrically dodging the power points by complete accident, you would have gotten a perfect one life only, no continue super clear. So tilted to see you being pixels away so often. It's like a rage bait video. I promise that it's not on purpose. But I think the character she doesn't look like, I definitely am, I would say. But yeah, Mistia's Izakaya is one of 3 Touhou fan games, so I put some significant time to. Labyrinth of Touhou 2 is the one I played the most, but I played it on hard, which, well, it made the game really, really difficult, and I couldn't progress after a certain point. Even though I loved the game. Collecting points, and then I played one more, which is Artificial Dream in Arcadia, which is SMT but with Touhou characters. So it has kind of come like full circle. It's really good because Artificial Dream in Arcadia is like old school SMT but better designed. Like, it's using those game mechanics that the old SMT games really like, they aren't polished enough to really make use of, I would say. So it's really that type of indie game where it takes like old school concept, but makes it more carefully designed and balanced. Which were really not things in the 80s, like balancing video games. At least outside arcade games. I would say RPGs in the 80s didn't really have balancing, just like fun ideas instead. So if you like SMT1 gameplay, but want like more of a challenge, Artificial Dream in Arcadia is a super good game. And it's kind of funny to me that it's a Touhou fan game, but it's better than many original brands released. Curious if these Touhou playthroughs could make you enjoy the concept of bullet hell dodging so much that you might end up liking bullet heaven games. Nah, they don't have that dodging either. They are completely different. Funniest anecdote Potenkin has said about Artificial Dream in Arcadia is Touhou 19 released just as I was about done with the game and all the newcomers just happened to be from places that already exist. So I added them late in development. Oh, that's kind of interesting coincidence. The same reason why I don't like roguelikes or roguelites very often is that they don't have level design in the degree that I would like it. And then combined with the luck aspect that I talk with Vampire Survivors. But both things that I don't want from video games. Like, things that I definitely am not saying are bad, they're just things that aren't to my taste. Because of course you can do things with design that are objectively bad, but it has to be separate from personal taste, which I'm trying to do to my best of my ability. Whoops. Well, extend fixes my mistake. I can at least imagine that. I don't know if this is going better. I think this is going exactly the same as my previous run. That's how I see level design in Touhou. That the level design is the enemy placements and the rhythm of the level. Because if there is one thing I think is like important level design, it's the pacing. And shmups like this have a really strong sense of pacing to them. X more often. It reads on the screen too. I will press it instantly now that you mentioned it. Extend! Now to somehow grab points and one-ups too, in addition to that. Got it. It's a surprising common video game opinion that I just don't like shmups. I don't know why that's so common. I think shmups are a really easy to like genre. Like they start instantly. You start blasting enemies. Who doesn't like that? Auto scrolling? Yeah, I think that might be one thing that bothers people. And when I was a kid, that bothered me too. Like, I didn't like any games that had auto-scrolling. I guess it really was, like, it took until Ikaruga until I played that. On Xbox 360, it took me that late to play that. That I got into shmups finally. And realized that careful level design, like, sort of makes up for the auto-scrolling. Auto-scrolling has to be there for the game to work. Warg! Just kill me now! I pressed the bomb button too, it was just a millisecond too late. Could you explain what you mean by pacing? I mean like the ups and downs of the level. Like sometimes it's calmer, sometimes it puts you in a really tough spot. Sometimes it repeats a thing, and sometimes it like combines things. That sort of toolbox is what I mean by pacing. Like, if a level is completely random and really difficult all the time, it won't have any sense of pacing. I think a good example of pacing level design is playing a Mario game and Crash Bandicoot back to back. Because Mario levels tend to have really good sense of pacing, and Crash Bandicoot has almost none. Like Crash Bandicoot 1, it gets much better in the sequels. I'm not even trying anymore, I guess. I feel so disappointed in myself. Why can't I play better than this? Oh. Now it's going a little bit better. Although he has still quite a lot of health left. Like more than I would like, not a lot, but there we go. That's no health left. Yeah, I did a couple of proactive bombs. There is something about the pre-boss bullets that really scares me. It feels so heavily that like I shouldn't be getting hit by these. Only chumps, only complete idiots get hit by these. And then I get hit. And with bombs available makes me think I actually got into video games yesterday. Yeah, I have the same feeling. Stage 5 pre-boss bullets in this game are super nasty. Let's see if I even get there. Hello, I'm not very original one. I mean, I'm not very original one. I can't read your message right now because there's a little girl shooting bullets at me, but I'll get to it soon. And I don't remember right now how to pause the game. But there we go. Does point of collection still work when you have full power this far back? The power points, like the P's, I don't think they'd really give you anything. But the normal points, like the ones with the tank character, they give you lives when you get enough. But I guess you knew that already. And the dream points give you like extra point addition value. Okay, so back to beaches. The first one isn't so horrible. It's only the second one that... Never mind, she does this too. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Don't talk to me when I'm playing my video game. At least now I didn't die to the enemies here. I think the last boss went worse than last time, but this stage has been going better so far. So I'm guessing in Windows games, when you collect those power-ups, after you are full power, they will give you points, maybe? It sounds fair. Okay, now I didn't get pushed to the corner. Get lasered. Did I just see correctly that I'm really good at dodging those. Much better than dodging bullets. I know. I missed the one-up. Once again, that definitely was not the first time. I don't think you need to lower your rank on normal. I promise you that that's not what I'm thinking here. I can still get an extent from the points. Which I can also dodge. I'm trying to mentally prepare for the Remu fight. Because that went horribly last time. Maybe I should mentally like be here during this part instead of thinking ahead too much. This music is good. It's not quite bad, Apple, but it's good. Oh no, this part. I think this part is quite difficult. If I can keep one side clear, it should be fine, I guess. Nice, not too bad. I was prepared for those this time. So the 1-ups are always drop the same enemies, so that is something you can memorize. Okay, let's see how this goes. 4 lives. I am gonna lose all of them, probably. But I will still try. Here we go. I have my bomb finger ready. Which is the same as my shooting finger, it's just a different part of that thing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Yeah, when you're playing as Remu, why doesn't she shoot like this? What gives? Only in Touhou 3 can you kinda do the super patterns when you charge your shot. How did I go through that one? I know I died right after, but I don't know how I got through the one before. Please, please, please die. Okay, 2 lives for the final level. Okay, seen people joking call it Maiden's Cappuccino or this track. I can't really recognize where other places tracks appears in. I'm still a beginner. Extend, clear. I got an extend. Maybe there is hope. Just the next boss who can't be as difficult as Remu, right? I love the word Phantasmagoria. But I have never played the game Phantasmagoria. Even Phantasmagoria 2, Puzzle of Flesh, I haven't played. I think the only FMV game I play through, or whole series, is Myst, which might be the best of them all, but still. But I've been feeling like playing an adventure game recently. And I've been thinking Entacopia, like the new indie point-and-click game, with some battles too. Because I played the demo of that a couple of years ago, and it was fun. Or maybe I'll play like a more classic adventure game. I'm trying to relax my mind here, thinking of pointing and clicking instead of dodging bullets. Okay. Bomb time. Rice? What is that? Minerals? Rocks? I don't know how I saw a bowl of rice. Now that I took another look at it, it doesn't look like that at all. I thought I was gonna be cool and dodge all of that. This is too late for being cool. Anyway, we are here. This is amazing. Amazing. Why did I pronounce it like that? Who's there? Who's there? That's my line. Jeez, you're so noisy. At this hour too. Sorry. But I just need you to stick around for just a little longer. Good night. Don't go to sleep. What do you want? I'm going to defeat you and make that power mine. Though if you're sleeping, winning be a piece of cake. How rude, I wasn't sleeping. Really? I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm the master of this mansion, Yuka. Nice to meet you. Oh, we are finally like leaving this double vocal, or a vowel here, instead of deleting it. Beauty of everlasting darkness, Yuka Kazami. Come on, let's get started. You humans are so full of yourselves. If you want to live a long life, then you should be a little more quiet. If it's going to bring me a boring life, I'd rather die. I would love to say like good attitude once again, but I'm not sure if this is good attitude. Found this woman half asleep, and yeah, this half asleep woman is gonna kill me, isn't she? Yeah, I remember that being kind of fast. I remember this having like an easy start, and then it gets horrible. Or could it be that Marisa's lasers make this actually like change phases so quickly that it becomes easier? Whoa, my eyes, and my heart. Whoa! Oh yeah, the laser! That I didn't remember. Well, even though that's the one thing you should memorize about this fight. Is the noob laser. There we go again. Whoa, whoa, one life, last life, last life. There we go. I think we can at least see the final level finally. Ooh, yeah. Marisa is really, really good at this fight. Whoops, looks like I underestimated you. I should retreat for now. Okay, now we are seeing further in Touhou 4, whatever this is called, what is the subtitle, than ever before. Bosco so mad at Marisa and showed her how an actual laser looks like. Yep, that's what happened. Do you think I'm going to let you get away? See it. So you are over there. Extend. Okay, going to the final level. I don't think the game can get me out of here anymore, like even if I get a game over. Raspberry trap, that doesn't sound too scary. That sounds like a desert or something. Although raspberry trap is a desert that has like arsenic in it and kills you after the sweet taste. So I'm guessing this is gonna be like a shortish level again. They just shoot once and then they scoot away. Hey, there's a lot of hazards here going on. Whoa! That got scary. Yeah, you cannot access this level if you used single continue. Then you just escapes. One saw wheel can take a lot of laser. And there definitely is more than one of them. One up! And I got it! It's a miracle! I caught up with you. Oh, and who might you be? Is she like fully awake now? It looks like it. We just met. Just kidding. And... Don't and me. Cut the chit-chat and get started already. Get what started? It's a battle. Putting the jokes aside, I'm impressed you made it all the way here. Like, I'm impressed you made it this far. Is stuck to my head from Soul Calibur 3 through pretty much all my life. Don't take me lightly. Well then, I guess I'll start being serious. This is not promising. Finally, I'll be serious too. But if you take me lightly, you'll see what happens. Let's begin, here I come. Okay. Intimate dream. Instant bomb. Okay, those are just bullets. I've seen bullets before. That was a needless bomb. And now I don't have any anymore. Whoa, whoa, what is this? What was that? I'm so confused. Okay, so that's how it works. I see now. So you can stay inside the magic area. It's sort of like a red herring almost. Okay, music is very intense. Two? Who lets you have two Yukas? Oh fuck, of course she still has the laser. Why wouldn't she have the laser still? But when she divides herself like this, the laser adapter is a little bit thinner. Okay, here's some in-between space bullshit. I mean, in-between phase. It's a really good innovation to make this into like clones, but it does make for a challenging battle. And the bullets come from 2 points instead of 1. Okay, okay, not laser this time. Just some spinny bullshit. Oh. Thank God for... Oh man, and it puts you back! Oh shit! You really do get just one try on that and no continues. I was so close too! I really want to try again, but it's getting kinda late. I think there's gonna be a third time. I don't have Mario No. I need to install Mario No again. I can play it to you. Like right now the command isn't installed. I can play the sound to you. Like you deserve it. To see that kind of suckness. Let's see. It'd be right here. I still have it saved, right? Oh, fortune says a clear answer. I have this. I mean, this. That is not what we're looking for. Who is that? Oh, that might be it. No, I think Mario was a little bit more badly hurt at that one. What? I can find all these weird ones, but not the classic Mario, no. Yeah, there's all the surprising new ones. Let's do one more. No, that's not a good one. What games are even these from? Anyway, that's enough. Let's see the bad ending for Marisa. That was sloppy of me. I wasn't expecting her to be so strong. Guess it'd be a good idea to brush up on my skills a bit more. I think I just found a last comment for the borders. For next time, I need to clear one more of these games at least to have the permission to play Touhou 6. And that's why there's gonna be one more of these PC-98 Touhou games. Maybe later. I'll go see what Reemu is up and pick on her for a while. Oh, familiar ending. People vent their frustrations by picking on Reemu. So good. Oh, Reemu was ready this time. See here, it's because you just did whatever you wanted that my shrine is a wreck. Don't give me that crap. Come on, it happens all the time. Shut up, shut up. Better hit the books. The magic books. Wait. Try to 1cc on normal. Or higher difficulty. Oh, so 1cc on a higher difficulty. I thought for a moment it's gonna say that you can play 1cc on normal or just play a higher difficulty, but no. And this one we have seen already. Next time, for sure, I can beat one of these games. I think. Please object if you don't think that. But I think I improved by quite a lot this time compared to last time. I think I got better at these games. I was so close to being a no continue run. If I can remember Yuka's laser last time, I am I'm gonna beat her. It's gonna be two deaths less if I can remember Yuka's laser. It's gonna be one death less if I remember Reemu's following bullets. But if I can keep these lessons in my mind, I will be able to do 1cc next time. And yeah, please go bother Reemu in the meantime. I think I'm gonna do that too. Yeah. And next time I will start with this game, and then maybe go to 2, and then 5. I think if I can beat this in a decent time, I can play like all 3. And 2 might be a little bit easier. So I don't think anybody really cares what I brand my streams. But this is gonna be the 3rd time. I mean, the first 3-session retro suffering. Your skill probably done. What does that mean? Is the game guessing that I'm done for this time? Oh, I can enter my name here. Yay, let's do that. This is the horrible background where you can't see the characters probably. There we go. When I beat the game, I will add this character. That means strong to my name. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry that I couldn't bring you a victory in any of these. It makes me feel bad, but please allow me to give myself one more chance. On the upside, I can't believe this was 3 hours. Like, time really flew by. I had a lot of fun playing this. For the ending, I'm gonna draw you Marisa from memory, if I can remember what she looked like. So, she has a big hat, and I think she has like a ribbon on her hat. I don't know what to call that. That rhymes. And it's like a pointy witch's hat. And then he has like a really big eyes, but how do you draw Touhou character eyes? Let's draw the hair first. Like her hair is this kind of like bananas on the side. And like all classic Touhou characters, she has like a pretty round face. And she has like longer hair in the back. But now I have to get to the eyes. How do I draw them? Like a small nose and a smug smile. Just gonna make her smug overall. But close enough. Maybe it doesn't quite look like her. And then she has like a dress with some puffy sleeves. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, the hat has like frills here too. Oh, now she inside looks more like Marisa. And hide hands behind back because they are hard to draw, just like Zoom does. And frills here too. Not that bad. Like, it's starting to look a little bit like her. And then does she have like a magic wand? I bet she does have a magic wand, right? I don't know how you usually hold it, so I'm just gonna make her do this like finger bang bangs and then draw the wand here. I'm very unsure if she even has one though. I'm gonna add some color too, because if I want to sell this as Marisa, it needs to have some yellow hair. And then her dress is like purple, right? And eyes are, I think they are yellow. A bit of a fix here. And the middle part needs to be black for it to even read as an eye. Good enough. What about her hat? Is the same color? I think the hat is kind of the same color as her other clothes. And the ribbon is pretty sure it's like blue. I don't think there's a good like skin color in these default selections. One myself. No, too red. Not quite right. Good enough. Then the wand. That might be complete fan fiction. I tried my best. I'm gonna add shoes too, so she doesn't look that short that she is here. Quality. I think her hat is completely malformed, but she has blonde hair, so I think the most important requirement for Marisa is already here. Oh, hey, somebody made the clip about... it was Space Mado who made the clip about me dodging the lasers. I'm gonna take a... What the hell is going on here? I was like inside the laser the whole time. I don't understand. I want to show this to you too. What is going on here? Just a second, you'll see it soon. I didn't notice this while I was playing. Look at this. She's inside the laser. And I survived somehow. If only I could have a little more of those moments, I might have won the game. Yeah, I guess I was by luck in the middle of like a gap in the rectangles. Twice somehow. Skill solution, yeah. That's a good change of pace. But hey, once more, I'm disappointed that I couldn't play better. Next time I will bring us victory. But for now... Thank you for watching. Thanks so much. And it was really nice to see some people back from my previous Touhou stream. So really big thanks for being here. Really like motivates me to try again next time. Yeah, I improved my results a bit. I think I learned some important lessons. I need a bit more experience with the games. I'm gonna watch my VODs before the next stream and trying to memorize the 1-up locations and try to get a refresher on the bosses. For example, like somebody might no, biggest thanks to you of all, Lucas Guy, because I would have stopped streaming like 3 years ago if you weren't here. So thanks for being here too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Deltarune, different kind of similar game, not very similar, but there is the lineage of inspiration from Touhou to Deltarune. And I guess you could say that Toby Fox is kind of... he's a Zun imitator in a way. Maybe you just call it inspiration, though. But yeah, that will be tomorrow. Saturday will be my birthday. I will be playing Zelda as usual. Plus, I'm a lot more lenient in Deltarune. Yeah, like you can see me like farming bullets in Deltarune, collecting all of them, and I can still continue. It doesn't happen in these games. And Sunday, I don't remember what I planned for Sunday, but it's surely gonna be something. Next week, I'm gonna reserve 1 day for Touhou also, so that will be when I will bring the victory in. Yeah. For now, good night.